Problem number 8 is a tricky problem, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. I'm here to show you how to get through it. The thing to remember is the very essence. What is the definition of a production possibilities curve? A production possibilities curve looks at a finite resource and it graphs two alternative ways of spending that finite resource. So the first question I would have for you in this problem is, what's your finite resource? If you're saying labor, you're right on track. The next question I would have is, what are the two possible ways that they can spend this finite resource? The two possible ways are they can make televisions or they can make computers, and that's given in the problem. So that's what we're graphing. Do not graph the numbers as they appear in this table. We're graphing productions of televisions versus productions of computers. So in part A, we have 54 units of labor. If we go all in with computers, all 54 units of labor is devoted to producing computers. We see from the table that we can produce 8 computers, and that would leave us 0 units of labor to produce televisions. So it's 8 computers, 0 televisions. The opposite is also true. If we devote all our 54 units of labor to producing televisions, we can produce 8, but we have no labor left over to produce computers, so we have 8 and 0. Now, if you roll that back one, if we decide, well, if we had been devoting all of our labor to computers, but we decide, well, we really ought to have some television production, and we decide to simply drop our computer production by 1 and use that extra labor to produce televisions. How many units of labor does it take to produce 7 computers? How many units of labor does that leave for us to produce televisions? How many televisions can you produce with that many units of labor? And all of that data is included in this table. And keep in mind that we just computed it where we had 7 computers and some number of televisions. It works in reverse also. We could have 7 televisions and some number of computers. And those give you 2 more data points together with the 2 endpoints. That's enough for Excel to be able to graph this problem, produce this production possibilities curve. To get the production possibilities curve for C, you're going to repeat the process, but now instead of 54 units of labor, we have 90. To get the production possibilities curve necessary for part D, you're going to create a new table of values where the amount of units produced by each unit of labor increased by 20%. And from that, you can graph this third one. And that's how we do this problem.